Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports. This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana. MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports. We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hello everyone and welcome into the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of high school sports. We are at Rollin Field in Missoula, Montana for the Loyola Rams to host the Whitehall Trojans, the 1-1 Rams. Their first home game, the home opener of the season. We are in game 3 on the season, and well, the Rams bouncing back from a rough one against Fairfield on last Friday night, 38-7. And Fairfield, folks, they are the real deal. They are a standout team and led by a hefty offensive line, defensive line that controlled the line of scrimmage last week against the Rams, and then not to mention a running back that went, or their quarterback that went for over 200 yards all-purpose. 227, I think, was the total for his yardage last week in Fairfield. But it's the Whitehall Trojans this week. The Trojans are young and they are capable, but was down talking to Coach Lacey on the field earlier before the game, and well, he says, Chris, there's not much you can really do when you got a freshman quarterback to start. You know, you want your guys to earn their chops when they do get into those starting positions, but sometimes you just got to throw them to the fire, and that's what has happened tonight with the Whitehall Trojans, or this season for the Whitehall Trojans. But, you know, that freshman quarterback lasts through the season. He's going to be a testament to that team for the Whitehall Trojans. So we're going to step aside for a few moments. When we come back, we'll get you tucked in and ready to go for tonight's matchup. You're watching high school sports on the Missoula Prep.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Large Pond.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Construction is tough work. Lonebro is an energy services company with more than 900 employees. Lonebro's third largest expense was health insurance.
Payne West partnered with Lonebro to create a health and wellness program. Lonebro built an in-house gym, and together we developed the biometric screening program.
Since initiating our program, our employees are happier, healthier, and more productive, and our costs are lower.
Payne West Insurance, a partner in the health of your business.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are just about ready for game time. The teams are lined up on the end lines. The Trojans on the southern end line and the Rams on the northern end line. There's the beautiful baritone voice of Matt Manley, the voice of Loyola Sports, as he's ready to announce our game tonight. So the Loyola Rams
on behalf of the Missoula Catholic
and
School
the Whitehall
Catholic
Trojans
and our activities director, Mr. Eric Stang,
getting ready to kick off here
to the parents, the students, and the other fans
as we have the home opener. Whitehall Trojans, young team tonight.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we do before,
they're going to go ahead and take care of the national anthem. So we'll step aside for 2 minutes. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups right here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
To pay tribute to the greatest symbol of freedom on the planet.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses, don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them, with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Warning! Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Large Pond.
Half price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are ready for the beginning of the game. The starting lineup's about to be announced. We'll let the beautiful baritone voice of Matt Manley give us the starting lineups.
Dan Lacey, assisted by Ed Simon and Brennan Hayes. The starting defense for the visiting Trojans. First to the field, he's a freshman. He weighs 180 pounds, stands 5'9". Put a 30 on his back and call him Sage Booth. Next, would you welcome a 6'1" freshman, weighing in at 185 pounds. He wears number 10. This is Miles Heroff. Now please welcome a 5'8" freshman weighing in at 235, number 75. It's Leo Scafani. A sophomore, he weighs 180 pounds, 6 feet of him. Put a number 2 on his back. It's Brendan Wagner. Now please welcome a 6'3", 160-pound junior, number 53. It's Dallin Hoover. And now a 5'11", 175-pound junior, wearing number 27 tonight. It's Tegan Robbins. Please welcome a 6 foot, 210-pound junior, wearing number 15 tonight. It's Evan Wagner. Another junior, 6 feet tall, 195 pounds, wearing number 72 tonight, Jameis DuBois. A junior, 6 feet 3 inches, 225 on the scale, number 70, Dylan Smith. A 5 foot 10-inch senior at 155 pounds, he wears number 21 tonight, it's Mike Wilkinson. Rounding out the starting defense is a 5 foot 10-inch, 170-pound senior, number 7, Peyton King. Now, ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of head coach Todd Hughes, assisted by Dwayne Anderson, Bobcat Burns, Billy Chilton, Jim Ben, and Bo Hughes. This is the starting offense for your Fighting Rams. First to the field tonight, he's a 5'9", 160-pound junior, number 22. It's Nolan Iverson. Next, please welcome a junior. He's 6 feet 1, weighing in at 175 pounds. It's number 17, Parker Pratt. Next to the field, he's a 6 foot, 175-pound junior. Wears number 7 tonight? It's Cormac Ben. He's a senior. He's 6 feet tall, tips the scale at 245. Would you welcome number 67? It's Tommy Leonard. A 6 foot 4 inch, 270-pound senior, number 66, the big man, Liam Haffey. A 6 foot 3 inch, 205-pound senior, wearing number 55 tonight. It's Isaac Sessoms. 6 feet 2 inches of him, weighing in at 205. He is a senior. Number 52, it's Bridger Danielson. 5 foot 7 inch, 195-pound senior, number 50. Please welcome Colby Solomon. Another senior at 6 feet tall, 195 pounds. Would you welcome number 16? It's Basil Coutinho. And now another senior, 5 feet 9 inches, 175 pounds of him. He wears number 5 tonight with pride. It's Kellen Feely. Rounding out the starting offense is number 3, 5 foot 9 inch, 170-pound senior, the one, the only, Nick Mitchell.
Alrighty, that's your starting lineups, the defensive lineup for the Trojans. The starting lineup from the offensive side for the Rams. Loyola coming off of a tough loss to the Fairfield Eagles last week, but resilience should reign through for this Loyola offense this week, and we should see some great things out of the Loyola Rams tonight, led by their all-senior offensive line. And that is something to be excited about. Nick Mitchell, second year behind center for the Rams. As we get set to go, we've got captains going to the field. Liam Haffey Kellen Philly, Nick Mitzel, and Bridger Danielson will be your captains for the Loyola Rams tonight. We're going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll have your opening kickoff. You're listening to Loyola Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop into 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Chris Stratton Show is Missoula's resource for local high school sports. Get fresh takes like...
But this year shows a lot of difference. We're all working together. We're having fun. We're competing. No injuries. And I think we're just there.
Get the rest of the show by downloading the podcast on iTunes or at www.thechrisstrattonshow.com.
Did your computer go down? Don't worry, Mike's Print and Copy has computer rentals available until you can get your computer replaced. In addition to computer rentals, Mike's has self-serve copiers so you can take care of your printing needs at your time. Do you have large-scale printing that needs to be done? From high-tech blueprints to large quantities, Mike's Print and Copy is your print store. Stop in and say hi to Mike at their new location at 1605 South Avenue West in Missoula. Mike's Print and Copy, proud sponsors of the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. And we had our coin toss as the Trojans would win the toss, defer, and the Rams decided to receive, and they will defend the western end zone. The field here at Rollin Field runs east to west, almost perfectly east to west. As the Rams are set up to receive, it's Nick Mitzel and Basil Catino back to receive the kick for the Rams as they get set to go 1-1 on the season of the Rams, looking to come back from a tough one against Whitehall last week. Trojans are set up, ready to the kick. The ball is at the 40.
The junior Jameis DuBois set up to kick off for the Trojans.
Please put 12 minutes on the clock.
Oh, they've got 15 minutes set on the clock for high school football. It is 12 minutes, so they've got to adjust the clock real quick. That was the whistle you heard blow in there. Beautiful night here in Missoula, Montana. As there we have the whistle. Here's the approach. The ball is underfoot, and we are underway. This is going to be a short hopper at the 26-yard line. It'll roll and dove on top of by Mitzel, and the Rams will start out at their own 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
And they actually
Loyola.
place it back.
That, mark that 25-yard line.
They do put it at the
First
25.
down, Loyola.
And Loyola will bring their offense out onto the field. Here in Missoula, we've got 69 degrees, cloudy skies. Ball on the near hash mark at the 25. Rams moving left to right. They've got their navy blue jerseys, the white stripes down the side, white shoulders. Mitchell's going to throw it out to the far side. He's got Contino. Contino will break the first tackle, breaks across the 30, the 35, and he's taken down at about the 30.
Pass completed to Contino. Contino runs for first down yardage.
37-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 12.
It's going to be placed at the Loyola 37-yard line. First down, Loyola.
Loyola sets up. First and 10. Ball on the far hash mark at the 37-yard line. Snap to Mitchell. He'll look to the near side. He's got a receiver, and he was looking for Ben, I think, and Ben, Cormac
Ben falls incomplete.
And it's incomplete.
Going to be second down.
Second down.
Loyola.
Second and 10. $11:38, first quarter. Rams will set up on the far hash mark. Trips receivers to the near side. Here's the snap, the handoff to Iverson. He'll get upfield. He gets a block across the 40, spins, and is taken down at the 30 or at the 46-yard line. He'll be 1 yard short.
And on the stop was Miles Harrell
of the first down.
Trojans.
Nolan Iverson, the back.
8 on the play.
Rams will set up with the ball on the near hash mark at the 46. Trips receivers to the far side. Ben, the lone receiver, to the near side. Here's the snap. They'll go ahead and have Mitchell carry it. He'll chug upfield and gets
Mitchell
1 yard, and it's first down.
Met at the line of scrimmage by Scafani. Close to first down yardage. See what the man in the white hat
Well, they
has.
mark it as a first down. It's close. Looks down the line, and they're going to ask for a measurement. So the chain gang will bring out the sticks to get an official measurement. 10:46, first quarter. Scoreless between the Rams and the Trojan. Home opener for the Loyola Rams. And a great crowd, the Ramley filling in the stands on the southern side of the field. And the Trojans, they have traveled very well. They've packed in that new, and it looks like it's going to be about a chain link short of the first down. So it'll be fourth down and inches for the Rams. So fourth and short, about a chain link for the Rams. Ball on the near hash mark, just short of the 47-yard line. Two receivers to either side. Iverson in the left hip pocket of Mitchell in the pistol. Mitchell communicates to his receivers, steps up. He's going to go under center now. Here's the snap. Mitchell leans forward. He's going to chug forward, and he'll pick up 2 yards. And Mitchell will bring up the first down for the Rams. First and 10 from the Loyola 49. 10:34 left in the first quarter. Scoreless on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Ball on the near hash mark. Trips receivers to the top. It's Pratt alone to the bottom. Mitchell will get it. He's going to look out to the far side. He's got Contino, and Contino cannot reel it in. And that'll bring up an incomplete pass.
Contino falls incomplete. Brings up second down and 10.
Second and 10 for the Rams. They didn't spend much time in the Fairfield end of the field last week, so they're looking to get right in there and get to business. Ball on the near hash mark. Second and 10. Here's the snap. Mitchell looks to the far side. He's got a receiver. It's Feely at the 50. Feely is upfield, spins out of a tackle to the 45, and he's brought down. 6-yard gain
Mitchell's
for Kellen Feely.
To the senior Kellen Feely.
And that'll bring up third and
Feely makes his way
about 4.
into Trojan territory. Ball spotted.
10 minutes left, first quarter. Rams on the march. Ball on the far hash mark, trips to the near side. Mitchell will reel out to that side. He's chased down from behind, has a receiver and overthrows Ben.
Mitchell's
Incomplete.
pass intended for Ben falls incomplete. That's
And that'll bring up
fourth down and about 4 to go.
fourth down and 4. And this is the no man's land, folks. It's deep, but they're going to bring Feely in and kick the punt anyways. But about the 45 to about the 30 is a no man's land is what I call it, and that's where anything could just about happen on 4th down because it's too far to punt or too close to punt, and Feely will take a moment. Now the punt is away, a roller that's going to hit at the 5, bounced, and it's saved back in bounds and down at the 5-yard line.
Feely's punt lands down at the 1-yard line. Great special.
And that is where the Trojans will take over for the first time tonight. They'll have 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line.
10 at Whitehall.
9:36 left. In the first quarter, the Trojans will come out, ball on the near hash mark at the 5-yard line. 4 receivers to either side. Or 2 receivers to either side, I apologize, 4 wide. The handoff up the gut, and it's going to be sniffed out. Be a loss of 2 yards for the Trojans. Second down and 12.
I'll apologize in advance for having a difficult time seeing the Whitehall numbers. I think that was Evan Wagner on the carry.
Wagner in the backfield. Here's the snap from the end zone. The throw at the 6-yard line. They'll get some back, but Ben is there to take it down, and it's a 3-yard gain. Trying to catch these jerseys. They're the Trojans wearing white jerseys with white numbers.
Down and about 6 to go.
So a 3-yard gain on second down. We'll bring up 3rd and 6. So they say a 6-yard gain. Here's the handoff to the back. He'll be tripped up and come up 2 yards short on the run. And we'll have 4th down for the Trojans. They'll bring out the punting unit. Mitzel will head back. He'll back up to the 50. Sets his toes at about the 49 of the Rams. Good snap, ball from the far hash mark. It's a driver right at Mitzel. It'll bounce at the 40 of the Trojans and gets a roll for Whitehall and down at the 46-yard line. And the Rams will have their second possession of the night.
Ball's going to be placed at the Loyola
7:44.
6-yard line. 1st and 10, Loyola.
Loyola with a punt. They had 9 plays. 2 minutes and 13 seconds taken off the clock. 7:44 in the first quarter, scoreless. Rams on the move. Ball at the far hash mark, their own 46. Trips receivers to the near side. Here's the snap. Mitzel will hand it off to Iverson. He's got a low run, and he'll churn ahead for about 4 yards.
Carry off the left tackle, picks up about 3 on the play. Ball is going to be placed at the 49-yard line, 2nd and 7.
They're going to say it is 3 yards for Iverson. 2nd down and 7, and this one's going to be sniffed out right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
I think it was Haroff who met him at the line
So
of scrimmage.
3rd and 7 now. They're going to say loss of 1. So 3rd down and 8. 6:54 first quarter. Trips receivers to the near side. Iverson in the right hip pocket. Mitzel calls for the ball. He'll turn, fakes a handoff to Iverson. Mitzel will keep it, and he'll churn ahead. Back to the line of scrimmage. No gain for Nick Mitzel. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Rams, and Feely will go back to punt once again.
Feely in a kicking position.
Here's Feely. He gets a good punt away. This is going to be a high end-over-end punt. It'll land at the 15 and get a bounce. And Blake Danielson will down it at the 11. So with 6:13 left in the first quarter,
12-yard line of Whitehall.
Whitehall will have their second possession, and they place it at the 12. Ball on the near hash mark. Trojans wearing white jerseys. They've got a white number with a black or purple outline, white helmets. Rams wearing their white Rams head helmets. Here's the rollout to the far side by Haroff. He'll have the throw and overthrows his receiver. Intended for number 7, Peyton King. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Coverage by Iverson.
And King is a freshman as well. He was questionable, coach told me. 2 receivers to either side. Right hip pocket by Wagner. Here's the rollout on the far side by Haroff. He'll throw it up down the field, and it's going to be caught by one of the coaches on the sideline. Incomplete pass. Brings up 3rd down.
Shane Petrie on the coverage. Pass goes out of bounds. That's going to bring up.
Clock stopped at 6:02 first quarter. Scoreless on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Ball on the far hash mark at the 12. Rams without Bryce Danielson tonight, still recovering from that hamstring. 2 receivers to either side. Wagner in the right hip pocket. Haroff back. He's got one over the middle, and his arm is hit. And Ben will come down with the pick at the 15. They'll drag him down, and they'll say forward progress to the 15 as he's taken down at the 22. Interception, Rams.
Finally brought down by Dylan Smith.
Quarterback's arm
The 16-yard
hit
line, 1st and 10.
as he was throwing. And the Rams will have the ball in plus territory. Loyola will come out quickly. 5:50 left. First quarter. Trips receivers. Ball at the 12-yard line. Iverson will get it, turns ahead, and they're going to say no gain.
Iverson met at the line by Jameis DuBois. No gain on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 10.
And I'm off on my numbers. They are at the 16 of the Trojans. 2nd and 10. Ball on the near hash mark at the 16. Trips receivers to the left. Pratt, the single receiver, to the right. Mitzel with the snap. Hands it off to Iverson. He'll hold on to the ball. Iverson up across the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Rams! Iverson with the 16-yard run. And the Rams get on the board first.
Mitzel to hold.
Mitzel to hold. Clayton Ogilvie out to kick. And we get a jump by Whitehall.
Dead ball, encroachment on the defense, off the distance, play it down.
So they'll move the ball half the distance to the goal. And we'll get set for the kick now. Here's the snap. Mitzel brings it down. It's through the uprights, and Iverson will Ogilvy's cook is good. Rams in charge. 7-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Chris Stratton Show is Missoula's resource for local high school sports. Get fresh takes like...
But this year shows a lot of difference. We're all working together. We're having fun. We're competing. No injuries, and I think we're just there.
Get the rest of the show by downloading the podcast on iTunes or at www.thechrisstrattonshow.com.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as Ogilvy's got the ball on the tee at the 40. The Rams on the board, 7-0. Here's Ogilvy on the approach. It's underfoot. A good end-over-end kick to the near side. Down at the 10. It is touched and rolled out of bounds. And since the Trojan did touch it before it rolled out of bounds, it's dead at the 14-yard line.
No return.
5:03.
Ball's going to be placed at the 19,
left in the
14-yard line of Whitehall.
First quarter, the Rams, 2 plays, 16 yards. Nolan Iverson with the run-in, and the Rams get on the board, 7-0. So the Trojans will have the ball at their own 14-yard line. On the near hash mark, trips receivers to the top. They're going to go ahead and have the freshman run it, and he's taken down from behind. Actually, it's Mike Wilkinson, with the run, and we've got Laundry on the field.
Right at the line of scrimmage. Short gain on the play, ball placed right at the 15-yard line, brings up second down.
So they say a 1-yard gain, but we're going to wait to see what the call is with the flag. Here's our white hat.
After play, personal foul, 66 on the defense, late hit. First down.
So Liam Haffey with a late hit after the run.
After they march out for penalty, the ball will be placed at the 30-yard line.
It'll be marched out to the 30-yard line, so 15 yards on the penalty. So Whitehall getting their first down at the expense, and the incomplete pass will bring up second down now. Second and 10 from the 30-yard line. Ball placed in the middle of the field. Trojans will come out with 2 receivers to either side. Horoff steps back. He's got one over the middle. He's going to lay it out there. A long pass and just through the fingers of his intended receiver, Peyton King.
Iverson downfield on the coverage. Harris' pass falls incomplete.
Harris, incomplete pass.
That'll bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10 from the 30. And Harris has been standing in there tough. Freshman quarterback. Freshman laden team for the Trojans this year. Here's Harris with the snap. He'll step back over the middle, and he'll have it intercepted once again. Picking it out of the air is Petrie, and he's running down the far sideline, taken down at the 15.
Harris sends a bullet downfield. Shane Petrie says, I'll have a piece of that.
Petrie
nice
plucks it out. So back-to-back interceptions
at the 16-yard line
by the freshman quarterback.
Loyola.
And the Rams will take over from the 15 of the Trojans. 3:59 left in the first quarter, and the Rams will run it with Iverson. No, Mitchell's going to run it. He'll break a couple of tackles, and he'll get the first down and more right at the goal line. There is a flag on the field back at the 15. So it looks like about a 14-yard run, but with Laundry on the field. We'll wait for our white hat, Josh Hampton, for the flag on the field, and this is going to back the Rams up. Probably a hold on the outside edge. Illegal. 15-yard penalty, and the Rams will back up off the penalty. 2 penalties for 30 yards. So illegal block. That means that the lineman, they do that to protect the defensive lineman, the offensive lineman not dropping down and going right for those ankles. Mitchell will hand off to Iverson. Iverson caught in the backfield, and shooting the gap is number 70, Dylan Smith.
Iverson,
it's going to be a loss
in the backfield, meeting him was the
of 5 yards.
Ball's going to be placed now at the 35-yard line.
So the Rams will be looking at 2nd down in Frenchtown. They've got to get to the 7-yard line. Ball is placed at the 35. 2nd and long. They'll say 27. 3:11 first quarter. Here's Mitchell. He's going to bring it. The pitch out to Iverson. Iverson's got the edge. He's across the 30, the 20. Gets a block by Pratt. 10-5. Touchdown, Rams!
Mitchell on the option to Iverson.
35-yard run for Iverson. And Loyola is rolling.
Mitchell to hold. Ogilvy.
And we get ready for the attempt as Mitchell goes to a knee to hold. And the kick is good. The Rams 14, Trojans 0. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Did your computer go down? Don't worry, Mike's Print and Copy has computer rentals available until you can get your computer replaced. In addition to computer rentals, Mike's has self-serve copiers so you can take care of your printing needs at your time. Do you have large-scale printing that needs to be done? From high-tech blueprints to large quantities, Mike's Print and Copy is your print store. Stop in and say hi to Mike at their new location at 1605 South Avenue West in Missoula. Mike's Print and Copy, proud sponsors of the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. As we have 3 minutes left in the first quarter, the Rams lead 14-0. Ogilvy with the ball on the tee at the 40. There's the whistle. Ogilvy on the approach. It is underfoot, and he's got a good end-over-end kick. It's down at the 20 and will roll past the return man. He'll pick it up at the 6-yard line. Bobs, weaves, and then hits a host of Rams, and they'll give him forward progress out to the 9-yard line.
Short return.
2:49 left in the first quarter. Rams lead 14-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, and it would be a 3-play, 15-yard drive, 59 seconds off the clock, and Nolan Iverson with the 35-yard run after the penalty for the touchdown. Under formation or under center, they're going to have the wide receiver screen out to the far side and getting upfield for a positive gain. It's going to be about 6 yards on the gain.
Gain of about 5 on the play.
Trying to see the number of the young man out there receiving. The white on white is just a little bit tough, and the light is just a little bit off. So 2nd down and 4. Here's the snap, the handoff. Wagner will churn his legs upfield, picks up 2.
Sessum's in on
and we'll have 3rd down
Picked up about
for the Trojans.
Ball placed at the 19-yard line. That brings up 3rd and 2 for.
Ball at the 19, 3rd down and 2. Ball on the far hash mark. Big formation, double back split. And Harif will hold on to it. He's going to get to the edge, gets outside. He's up to the 25, and he's cut down by Mitzel. But that's enough for a 1st down for the Trojans.
Harif picks up enough yardage for a 1st down for Whitehall. Ball gets placed at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10.
It's the first time Harif runs the young quarterback, and he'll get the edge. Ball on the near hash mark at the 24 of the Trojans. A handoff. This time Wagner. He'll churn his legs, cuts back inside on the sawbuck, and he'll pick up 3.
Blake Danielson in on the stop.
2nd down and 4 or 6. Back to Wagner, and he'll pick up about 1.5 yards, 2 yards. And 3rd down coming. 1 minute left in the 1st quarter. Rams lead 14-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And we've got a flag before the ball is snapped, so this is probably going to be illegal movement, false start, however you want to call it. And the Trojans backing up. That'll be their first penalty. Snap infraction brings up a 5-yard penalty, and they'll replay 3rd down. 3rd down and about 7. Ball remains on the near hash mark. Harif is going to the sideline to get the play. Deuce receivers to either side. Wagner in the right hip pocket. Rams bring up a lineman. They're going to bring in the blitz. Ball thrown downfield, and it's going to be overthrown on his receiver. Bridger Danielson in coverage, and we'll have 4th down.
Bridger Danielson in on the coverage, falls incomplete.
As we've got 40.4 on the clock.
Mitzel deep for Loyola.
So Mitzel will back up to receive the punt. Punt is off. It's a short one as it comes down at the 46 and kind of dies on the 2nd bounce. So the Rams will have it at the 46.
Ball's going to be placed at the Loyola 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Loyola.
So Loyola taking over. Last 2 possessions have turned out to be touchdowns. Deep. Ball picked up deep in Trojan territory. Off interceptions. Ball on the near hash mark. Trips receivers to the top. Pratt, the single receiver, to the near side. Mitzel in the pistol, has Iverson in the right hip pocket. Calls for it. Iverson will pick up the block. Down the near sideline, he's got Pratt. Pratt will have it over the shoulder at the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Rams. 1 play. 54 yards. And it's Pratt on the reception. Parker Pratt. And I didn't get my stats switched over to the Rams. There's Parker Pratt. And 2-point conversion will not be caught as the Mitzel not able to complete the pass, and the Rams will lead 20-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them, with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN as we've got the ball teed up by Ogilvy. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Ogilvy ready for the approach. The lights are turned on here at Rollin Field. It's underfoot, end over end to the near side. It will be caught at the 15 this time. Brought up the near side, up the gut. Gets a good block at end over end. The ball's on the ground. The Trojans come up with it at the 38-yard line. That one hopped out of the pocket of the return man.
Return had about a 27-yard return before he was tipped over by Loyola.
12.9 left in the first quarter. Rams lead 20-0. Loyola has had 5 possessions. This will be the 5th possession for Whitehall. Ball will be at the near hash mark at the 43. Trips receivers bunch to the top. Single to the bottom. They'll have the handoff and a 1-yard gain for Wagner.
Isaac Sessum's in on the stop, making first contact in the back.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Rams lead 20-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them, with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch. Your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Rollin Field as the Rams lead 20-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Start of the second quarter. Trojans with the ball. Trojans will have first, should be second down and 8. Scoreboard says 1st and 10. They did have to make the adjustment to 12 from 15 minutes to 12 minutes. There's the whistle. Ball on the far hash mark at the 44-yard line. Second out. 2 receivers to either side. Empty backfield. Hariff will step back. Looks to the far side. He's got a receiver down the seam and overthrows him. I'll tell you what, for this freshman quarterback, folks, He has an arm, and he's placed the ball right where you want your receivers to throw. You want your quarterback to throw it to your receivers. You want him to overthrow it with the Ram defenders playing underneath. That's where the picks have been coming, is when he's underthrown. But the ones that he's had for the 15 yards plus have been overthrown. So it's 3rd down and 9. Ball at the far hash mark. Deuce receivers. Hariff will have the near side and overthrows his receiver once again. And we'll have 3rd down. So with 4th down, and we get whistles and a flag, and this is going to be a false start from the Trojans. So they'll be backed up 5 yards.
5-yard penalty. 4th down. After they mark off the 5.
So Nick Mitzel will walk up and put his heels at the 30-yard line of the Rams. High snap, brought down. Contino is back there but cannot get a hand on it. It's a driver. Mitzel will have it and gets hit right at the 42. Mitzel caught it and was hit instantly.
Does an amazing job hanging on to that
and
ball.
holds on to the ball.
He catches the ball. No return on the punt.
So the Rams with 11:42 left in the first half.
Called 43-yard line.
They'll have it at their own 43-yard line. And that was scary, folks. Mitzel running up on that and getting hit right. That's your quarterback. Usually don't see your quarterback returning, but Mitzel is an athlete. Trips receivers to the near side. Ball on the far hash mark. Pratt, the single receiver to the top. Empty backfield. Here's the handoff. Run to the near side by Ben. Ben strings it out. He'll cut back in at the 43, gets to the 45 and is taken down. Runs about 12 yards to pick up 2.
Ben breaks a couple tackles, does a good job.
And this is the off formation that the Rams played last week, where they've got the tight ends actually lined up behind and just off the tackles. Blake Danielson in the formation as a receiver, and they're going to set it up. Ben and Iverson. Iverson goes into motion. Mitzel will run. He's up to the 50. Gets across the 50, the 45, and is pushed out of bounds at about the 47-yard line.
Great effort. Moves the ball past.
It'll be close to a first down. It is a first down as he picks up 10 yards. And that's the threat of Mitzel. He'll pull it down and run it. Ball on the near hash mark now at the 43-yard line of the Trojans. Mitzel will hand it off to Ben. Ben bobbles it, cuts back into the inside, churns his legs, gets to the 40, and is taken down at the 40-yard line. They'll mark him ahead to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 5-yard gain for Ben.
Picked up about 5 yards on the play. Ball's going to be spotted at the Trojan, the 39-yard line.
10:33, second quarter. Rams lead 20-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Rams will line up with Ben and Iverson off the tackles. Mitzel comes up to change the play. 2 receivers to the top. Feely alone to the bottom. Here's Iverson in motion. Mitzel, same play. He'll run it off tackle. He's up to the 30, gets a block, drugged down from behind, the 25, the 20. Mitzel will shake off the tackle and is pushed out of bounds at the 17. Nick Mitzel.
Great second and third effort.
23-yard run by the quarterback. And the Rams are on the march with another first down. Ball on the near hash mark at the 17 of the Trojans. 10:07 left in the half. Iverson and Ben off the tackles. 2 receivers to the top. Here's the snap. This time Iverson will get it. He'll cut back inside off tackle, lowers his shoulder forward, and he'll pick up 5 yards.
Read off the right side. Gain of about 5 on the play. Ball's going to be spotted right.
Second down and a short 5. 9:39 left in the half. Ball on the far hash mark. This time they'll set up just the same. Iverson and Ben off tackles. Iverson in motion. This time the handoff to Ben. He'll come to the near side. Ben will string it out, gets a block, gets hit right at the 20, or at the 10, I apologize. And it's a 3-yard gain for Ben. And he took that one right to the snout, gets up and shakes it off. Third and short, 3rd and 3. Clock running at 9:17. Ball on the near hash mark. Mitzel and the offense looking to the sideline this year with the new offensive coordinator in Jim Ben, using signs for their plays. Trips receivers to the top. Feely alone at the bottom. Mitzel will change up the package at the line as a rush is coming. The pitch out to Iverson near side across the 10, cuts back in at the 5 and is taken down at about the 2-yard line. First down picked up. It'll be 1st and goal on the 10-yard gain by Iverson. 8:42 left in the half. Ball stays on the near hash mark. They place it at the 3-yard line. Bunch trips to the top. Feely alone at the bottom. Iverson is the back. Mitzel turns, hands it off to Iverson. He'll have blocks untouched. Iverson up the gut. Touchdown, Rams. That'll be the hat trick for Iverson, number 3 on the ground. And the Rams will set up for the extra point. And Ogilvy's kick is good. Rams 27, Whitehall 0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
27.
Construction is tough work. Lonebro is an energy services company with more than 900 employees. Lonebro's 3rd largest expense was health insurance.
Payne West partnered with Lonebro to create a health and wellness program. Lonebro built an in-house gym, and together we developed a biometric screening program.
Since initiating our program, our employees are happier, healthier, and more productive, and our costs are lower.
Payne West Insurance, a partner in the health of your business.
Hi, this is Pete Nault inviting you to join T. Nash and Dr. Lloyd Phillips for Worldviews in Perspective, where we'll investigate and cover the world history of all 6 predominant worldviews. Join us right here on Worldviews in Perspective.
Worldviews in Perspective is proudly powered by Milk Crate Media and the Milk Crate Media Podcast Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. 8:24 left in the half. Rams with the touchdown, 27-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Ogilvy has the ball on the tee. The Rams will now kick it right to left. Here's the approach by Ogilvy. It's underfoot, and this one's going to be a short line driver. Bounces at the 30, will roll, and they'll let it go out of bounds. And that'll bring the ball up to
Goes out of bounds.
the 35. It goes out of bounds at the 17. So the ball is moved ahead for the Trojans to the 35.
Out of bounds. The CV team is left to take the ball at the 35, 1st down.
8:19 left
After the penalty, ball
in the half. The Trojans will have it at the middle of the field. 2 receivers to the near side. Wagner will switch from the right to the left hip pocket. Hariff now with the snap, hands it off to Wagner. He'll run right into the wall. They call Liam Halfney, and it's no gain for the back.
Wagner meets Haffey.
That is a meeting I would not want to be part of. Haffey and a back. And we'll have second down and 10. 7:50 left in the half on the 5 Valley Auto clock. Ball on the near hash mark. Here's the snap. Hariff bobbles it. It's thrown, caught at the 41-yard line.
Harris pass complete.
And that's caught by number 11. It'll be good for a 6-yard gain.
I think it's Petrie on the coverage. Gain of 6 on the play.
Third down and 4. 7:17 left in the half. Ball placed in the middle of the field at the 41, just off of the X where they put the ball for the kickoff. Deuce receivers to either side. Wagner in the left hip pocket. Hariff will step back. Rush is pushed into his face. It's a short floater, and it's caught right at the Ram 36-yard line. That's a first down and a huge completion.
By Smith, the junior.
22 yards for Smith.
37-yard line of Loyola.
And the Trojans are in Ram territory. Ball on the near hash mark at the 36. 6:57 left in the half. Here's the snap. Wagner will get it off tackle. Leonard reaches out and pulls him back in. 1-yard grab by Leonard, and he'll rip the running back down. It's a 1-yard gain.
Short gain on the play brings up second down.
Wagner came by, and Leonard just took that big bear claw, reached out there, and pulled Wagner back, and he stopped right in his tracks. 6:28 left in the half. 2nd and 9. Deuce receivers to either side. Here's the snap. Hariff will step back. He's got one over the middle. Smith is there, but it overthrows him, and it's incomplete.
Harris pass falls incomplete. Sturgison on the coverage for Loyola.
Brings up third down and 9. Trojans working left to right. They are moving east on the Ram football field at the 36-yard line of Loyola. They'll go deuces to either side. Wagner in the left hip pocket, pistol formation. Here's the snap. Hariff steps back. 4-man rush. And it's a screen to Wagner. Wagner's got room to run. He'll break a tackle, and he's down at the 20-yard line.
There's pass completed to Wagner.
36-yard catch and run by the running back on the screen.
Ball gets placed at the 20-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 at Whitehall.
And Whitehall on the move. Here's the snap. Hariff will roll out to the near side where he's got trips receivers underneath to his receiver. Cuts back inside and is taken down. It's a 4-yard gain for Tegan Robbins.
First contact by
7th play of the drive. 5:41 left in the half for these Trojans. They are inside the green zone, as our friend Rajim Seabrook says. I formation, given off, and this time the handoff is to Mike Wilkinson, and Wilkinson will pick up 1 yard on the gain.
By the senior Blake Danielson. No gain on the play. It brings up third down.
3rd and a long 4. Ball just over the 15-yard line of the Ramps. 5:06 as the clock ticks, and we get a timeout by the Trojans. So the Trojans sniffing the end zone inside the green zone. We'll step aside. You're listening to High School Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses, don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Coming out of the timeout, 5:04 left in the half. Harif's pass is caught, good for a first down, an 8-yard pickup. And I believe that's number 27 out there. Hard to see the numbers. That's number 21, Mike Wilkinson.
Nice open field tackle by Alex Sturgis.
And the Trojans will have first and goal at the 8-yard line of the Rams. Harif steps back. He's got a receiver, and it's batted down at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete pass.
Pass batted down at the line of scrimmage by Sessoms.
Isaac Sessoms with the big bear claw up there to knock it out of the air.
Second goal.
Then we'll have second and goal from the 6-yard line. Ball on the far hash mark. Trojans will break the huddle. Split back formation, single receiver to either side. Here's the snap. Harif is going to throw it to the near side, and it's knocked down. Mitzel is there, as well as Bridger Danielson. Incomplete pass.
Pass falls incomplete. A little bit of laundry on the field.
We
Mitzel
do get
on
flags. Mitzel was called for 2 pass interferences, and I think this is going to be against him again as he's discussing it with the officials. And they'll move it half the distance to the goal.
Personal foul. Illegal helmet contact on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. Replay second down.
So they call it illegal helmet contact on the defense.
After they march off, the penalty,
half the distance to the goal, so it's now at the 3-yard line. Second and goal. Ball at the far hash mark. They'll go trips. Whitehall will go trips receivers to the far side. Single receiver to the bottom. Wagner will get the handoff, runs off tackle, he stretches it out to the outside, and he's tackled right at the goal line. We'll have third and goal. Looks like he gained about 2 yards.
Nice open field tackle by Nolan Iverson. Short gain on the play, third and goal.
Third and goal now. 4:08 left in the half. The Trojans started with the ball at their own 35 with 8:19 left in the half. They've taken off a little over 4 minutes. And we get a whistle, and a timeout is called by the Trojans. We'll step aside. Trojans outside the end zone. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN as we've got a timeout on the field. The Trojans of Whitehall on the verge of putting some points on the board They've got 3rd and goal from the 1.5-yard line. 3:54 left in the first half. Rams own the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, 27-0. This will be the 12th play of the drive on 3rd and goal. Bunch trips receivers to the near side, single receiver to the top. The handoff to Wagner. He'll get upfield and touchdown,
Wagner
Trojans.
pushes through, touchdown of Whitehall.
So Wagner getting the call on the run, and the Trojans with 3:49 will line up for a 2-point conversion. Same formation as the last play ran. Trips to the near side. Wagner is the back. Harif will run it, and he'll be taken down as he meets Tommy Leonard behind the line of scrimmage. No good. Trojans on the boards. 27-6 Rams. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
It is Whitehall 6, Fighting Rams 27.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at mpsn406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The Trojans get on the board. 27-6 Rams on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. 3:49 left on the Five Valley Auto clock. The Ramley, as well as the Loyola student section, fired up on the sidelines. Here's the kickoff. This will be a good deep kick back to the 10. It'll roll into the end zone, and the Rams will start out with the ball on their own 20-yard line with 3:44 left in the half. So Nick Mitzel brings the offense out for the Rams. They'll go trips receivers to the near side. It's Pratt to the top. Cantino, Ben, and Feely in the trips. Mitzel back at the quarterback. Ball in the middle of the field at the 30, or at the 20, I apologize. Low snap, out to Cantino. He'll pick it up at the 20, gets upfield, breaks a block, and is tackled at the 29-yard line. 9-yard gain
Mitzel with the left
for Cantino.
Cantino picks up close to first down yardage. Ball's going to be placed at the 29-yard line.
Update from Missoula County Public Stadium. The Hellgate Knights lead the Big Sky Eagles 21-0 at the half. Trips receivers to the far side. Rams moving right to left. Here's the snap to Mitzel. Wide receiver screen to Ben this time. He's got a block in front of him, cuts back, gets the first down and more up to the 39, and it'll be a 10-yard gain for Ben.
Mitzel's pass completed in the flats on the right side to Cormac Ben. Ben makes his way down the field close to midfield. Enough yardage for another first down.
First down Rams. 3:02 left in the half. Loyola marching. Trips receivers bunched to the near side. Pratt alone to the top. Iverson is the back. Mitzel will step to the line of scrimmage, adjusts the line. Here's the snap. Iverson will go to the far side. Mitzel will run it. Gets out of a tackle. Gets up across the line of scrimmage and is forced out of bounds, but not before Mitzel picks up a hard-earned 2 yards.
Bring up second down.
Second down now. And they're going to say 8. 2:51 as the clock is stopped after Mitzel ran out of bounds. Ball on the far hash mark at the 40, just across the 40-yard line. Trips receivers. Mitzel will roll out to the near side where the trips are. He's got Ben underneath. Ben hops across the 50, catches it at the 45, and is taken down at the 43-yard line.
Mitzel's pass completed to Ben.
That'll be a 17-yard gain for Ben.
Ben moves the ball past midfield.
And the Rams are back inside Trojan territory. Clock at 2:27 now. Ball on the near hash mark at the 47-yard line. 48-yard line, near hash mark. Trips to the top, bunched. Mitzel hands it off to Iverson. He'll cut back in the inside. Is tackled at the 40, but drags the tackler ahead. And that's a 6-yard gain for Iverson.
Solid run by Iverson. Good open field tackle on the defense. Couldn't pick up the number.
2 minutes left in the half. And a quick run will result in no yards for Iverson.
By one of the big defensive linemen.
Trojans line getting into it.
Ball's currently placed at the 37-yard line. Third down.
Third down and 5, they say. Ball in the middle of the field. Rams will go deuces to either side. Iverson in the left hip pocket of Mitzel. Mitzel now calling for the snap. Fakes the handoff to Iverson. Mitzel will keep it. He puts his shoulder down across the 30, up across the 25. He's behind Feely at the 20, the 15, cuts back inside at the 10. He'll get inside at the 5. He's got room to run. Mitzel with the touchdown. Rams 37-yard run.
Off the left guard. Some amazing downfield running and breakbacks.
And the Rams will tack 6 more points on the board.
Touchdown, Loyola.
And Mitzel will have his first touchdown of the game.
Ogilvy with the point after attempt.
Ogilvy's kick is off the upright and kicks back at us. And it's no good. Rams get 6 points. It's 33-6. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hey, are you gonna try that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
No way. They don't care what we eat. They serve pizza and bagels, and the owners are in New York City.
What? New York City? That really tans my hide.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
Milk Crate Media 406 will be the home to a new group of local podcasts to highlight our great state of Montana and the people within it. Starting with a local show to promote Missoula sports athletes. Next, a podcast that will take a look at worldviews. Then a show that will entertain you while informing you about Montana's great outdoors. And finally, a podcast that will take a look at the people and places that make Montana great. Stop by mcratemedia.com to see the full line of new podcasts.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as Ogilvy is set for the kickoff. Rams march down the field for the touchdown. Ball at the 40. Here's Ogilvy on the approach. The ball is underfoot. It is kicked to the right side of the field as you look west. Picked up at the 27-yard line, up to the 35. Squirts out at the 40. Here he is. Takes across the 40, the 30, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Trojans. And I didn't see the number on the kickoff return.
He's got wheels after breaking a couple tackles. Makes his way 67 yards.
67-yard return on the kick. And the PAT will be set up now. They'll go for 2. 57 seconds on the clock, and I apologize with the white on white. I wasn't able to see the number of the young man. The 2-point conversion will be thrown to the near side, and it's incomplete.
On the 2-point conversion, Harris pass.
And it's now 12.
Visiting Whitehall Trojans 12, your
33 Rams. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning. Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price. Warning, warning. This is not a drill. It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash. On reserve across from Large Pond.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Chris Stratton Show is Missoula's resource for local high school sports. Get fresh takes like...
But this year shows a lot of difference. We're all working together. We're having fun. We're competing. No injuries, and I think we're just there.
Get the rest of the show by downloading the podcast on iTunes or at www.thechrisstrattonshow.com.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. As the Trojans return the kick for the touchdown, 67 yards. Here's the kickoff now, up the gut. Mitchell will catch it at the 10-yard line in the middle of the field. He's got Cantino in front of him, gets the block out up to the 29-yard line. And with 47 seconds left,
going to be placed right around the 29-yard line of Loyola.
The Rams will go back to work offensively. Ball on the near hash mark. 47 seconds left in the half. Trojans a big return on the kickoff. Rams will come out. 2 receivers to the near side. They're short 1 player, so Feely's got to run on. And they'll go deuces to either side. Now there's 11 for the Rams. Mitchell will call for it. To the near side, he's got Cantino. A good block by Ben. Cantino gets upfield, and he'll have about 8 yards on the gain.
Mitchell's pass completed to Cantino.
And do the Rams call the timeout with 34 seconds? Clock is stopped, and the timeout is called. We'll step aside. You're watching Ram football or listening to Ram football on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Construction is tough work. Lonebro is an energy services company with more than 900 employees. Lonebro's 3rd largest expense was health insurance.
Payne West partnered with Lonebro to create a health and wellness program. Lonebro built an in-house gym, and together we developed the biometric screening program.
Since initiating our program, our employees are happier, healthier, and more productive, and our costs are lower.
Payne West Insurance, a partner in the health of your business.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We've got 43 seconds on the clock as they put some more time on. Timeout was called on the sideline by the Rams. They'll set up at the hash mark on the near side, 37-yard line. Deuce receivers. Iverson is the back in the left hip pocket. Mitchell will step back, looks to the far side of the field. He's got a receiver. Arm was hit as he threw it. It's intercepted. No, they're going to say incomplete as the defensive player dropped the ball. That's number 27, Tegan Robbins. And the Ramley will have a sigh of relief after that one.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 3. Rams will go trips with Contino single receiver to the bottom. Iverson now in the right hip pocket. Here's Mitzel with the snap. He'll look to the near side to Mitzel. He's got Mitzel. Mitzel has a step, cuts back, and that one's knocked away. Flag comes in at the end of the play. This could be PI as the defensive back. That's number 2, Brandon Wagner. Waiting for our official to give us the call. Would only be the 3rd penalty against the Trojans. It'd be the 6th penalty on the night, so pretty clean game. Mitzel very animated, and they're going to mark this off for the 15 on the PI.
Pass interference, defense, 15-yard penalty after the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, another 15 yards.
So unsportsmanlike conduct has been added onto it at the after the play was over. So it's going to be a 30-yard gain off of back-to-back penalties for the Rams, and they've got at the 33 of the Trojans near hash mark. 30 seconds left in the half. Trips receivers to the top, and Mitzel will go over the middle and incomplete on the throw.
Mitzel's pass intended for Ben falls incomplete. Going to bring up second down.
Second down. 26 seconds left in the half. Lights are on and bright here at Rollin Field. Signs held high to give the play. Deuce receivers to either side. Pratt and Ben to the near side. Ben in the slot. Here's the snap. Iverson receives it. He's got some room to run. Up the gut. Iverson at the 30 or at the 20. Turns his legs, turns around, and he's down at the 16-yard line. Timeout called.
Iverson with the strong north-south run.
And the timeout is called on the field with 17 seconds left. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning. Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. 17.8 on the clock. Rams have a 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line of the Trojans. Halftime coming up. Ball on the near hash mark. Deuces to either side. It's Pratt and Feely to the near side. Mitzel will look to the far side. He's got Ben, and Ben over the shoulder, not able to haul it in. Incomplete.
Mitzel's pass.
Timing was there.
Falls incomplete. That's going to bring up
Ben, though, trying to work off the defensive back.
Scratch that. Second down.
Didn't get his eye on the ball right away. Good play by both sides. 2nd and 10 with 12.5 on the clock. Deuces, Contino, and Ben to the top. Contino in the, or Ben in the slot. Snap. Mitzel steps back. He looks Contino's way. Contino across the middle, and this one's in and out of the hands of the defensive back. Incomplete. And we'll have 3rd down.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
7 seconds left. And with 3rd down here, with 7 seconds, we might see one play, but I would imagine this is going to be run off of tackle by Iverson or Mitzel. Mitzel now with the snap. Steps back. Nope, he's going to look to the far side. He's got Cantino. Cantino at the 5, falls down, reaches over, and they're going to say down at the 1. 1.4. 16-yard gain for Cantino.
Mitchell's pass.
And that will be the Rams' final timeout of the half. I was off on the timeouts.
Mitchell's pass completed Cantino.
So we'll keep it here.
The ball in the end zone comes up just short. Does earn the Loyola team.
1.4 left on the clock before halftime. Rams lead 33-12 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Rams will be home next week as they face a fine-tuned Manhattan team. MPSN will be here on the call. Now on Monday, I have the Chris Stratton Show podcast, and I will talk to a Loyola student. That would be Sid Kopang, Loyola Breaker soccer player, Loyola Breaker basketball player, and a speed demon on the Loyola girls track team. We'll have that up on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio at 5 o'clock on Monday. Ball on the far hash mark at the 1, 1.4. Tight formation. One receiver to either side. Bend to the near side, Pratt to the top. Iverson is in the backfield in the left hip pocket of Mitzel. Here's the snap. Mitzel will put his head down, turns forward, and the buzzer will sound, and they'll say no gain for Nick Mitzel. The Trojans will hold off the Rams to end the half. We come to halftime. Loyola owning the scoreboard 33-12. We'll have your halftime stats and a look ahead right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Chris Stratton Show is Missoula's resource for local high school sports. Get fresh takes like...
But this year shows a lot of difference. We're all working together. We're having fun. We're competing. No injuries. And I think we're just there.
Get the rest of the show by downloading the podcast on iTunes or at www.thechrisstrattonshow.com.
Did your computer go down? Don't worry, Mike's Print and Copy has computer rentals available until you can get your computer replaced. In addition to computer rentals, Mike's has self-serve copiers so you can take care of your printing needs at your time. Do you have large-scale printing that needs to be done? From high-tech blueprints to large quantities, Mike's Print and Copy is your print store. Stop in and say hi to Mike at their new location at 1605 South Avenue West in Missoula. Mike's Print and Copy, proud sponsors of the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN as we are at halftime. The Loyola Rams lead the Whitehall Trojans 33-12 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And it has been an electrifying first half for the Rams as they would run 8 plays.
Tanner's been involved with cross country for 1 year.
In the first half, they would actually run 5 in the first quarter. The first 2 possessions would be punts, and then Cormac Ben would come away with an interception, and the Rams would go in 2 plays, 16 yards, 41 seconds, and Iverson with his first touchdown of the game. The Rams on the next possession would have the ball picked out of the air by Petrie of the Rams defensively, and they'll set up once again at the 14 of the Trojans. And after 2 plays, or after 3 plays, 15 yards, Iverson runs it in, or Pratt with a 54, no, Iverson runs it in, I apologize, 35 yards out after a penalty and a run for short yardage. The next possession, the Rams, Pratt would have the 54-yard catch, 1 play, 54 yards. Next possession, Iverson with his 3rd touchdown run of the game, and that would be the scoring summary with the final touchdown coming. 8 plays, 80 yards, 2:30 off the clock, and the Rams lead 33-12. For the Trojans, well, they would have a good 6 possession, 13 plays, Wagner with a 1-yard run. They would take 5 minutes off the clock, and then they would return a punt or a kickoff 67 yards, and that's how the Trojans got on the board. We'll have your detailed stats right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them, with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Warning! Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Large Pond.
Half price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Construction is tough work. Lonebro is an energy services company with more than 900 employees. Lonebro's third largest expense was health insurance.
Payne West partnered with Lonebro to create a health and wellness program. Lonebro built an in-house gym, and together we developed a biometric screening program.
Since initiating our program, our employees are happier, healthier, and more productive, and our costs are lower.
Payne West Insurance, a partner in the health of your business.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We are at halftime at Rollin Field where the Loyola Rams lead the Whitehall Trojans 33-12 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. It is senior night for the cross-country team. The cross-country team being honored out on the field right now, on the track right below us. And it's great when they do honor all of these athletes. Cross-country, it does have a short season. They're going to have the Mountain West Classic here in Missoula real soon. We've got an update from Missoula County Public Stadium as Raleigh Wooster with a 75-yard pick six, and the Hellgate Knights shutting out the Big Sky Eagles 28-0. Let's take a look at our halftime stats here at Rollin Field. Loyola Rams, total of 315 yards, 186 through the air, 186 on the ground, 129 through the air. 4 penalties for 51 yards. Nick Mitzel, 8 for 15, 129 yards through the air, 75 yards rushing off of 8 yards. And he has a total of 204 yards with a rushing touchdown. For the running squad, it would be Nolan Iverson, 13 rushes for 97 yards, 3 touchdowns. Averaging 7.5 yards a rush is Iverson. The big numbers for the Rams receiving, well, they're led by Cantino. He's got 4 receptions for 50 yards. As I touch buttons on my thing here and lose track of it. Right behind him is Parker Pratt, 1 catch for 46 yards. And Cormac Ben, 2 catches for 27 yards. He does have 3 runs for 14 yards. Pratt with the other touchdown. For the Trojans, Haref, 7 for 17, 75 yards, 1 carry for 6 yards for a total of 81 yards. He does have the 2 interceptions. Evan Wagner, the running back, 1 carry for 26 yards, 11. I've got that backwards. He's got 11 carries for 26 yards and 1 catch for 13 yards and the rushing touchdown for the Trojans, total of 39 yards. Receiving wise, it would be number 27, Tegan Robbins. They've been trying to go to Peyton King, but the Rams doubling up on him. And so he's got no yards, 3 catches for 13 for number 27, Tegan Robbins. Here comes the Trojans back out on the field. We're about 30 seconds from the halftime clock stopping. They always throw about 2 minutes on the clock to let the young men warm up after sitting in the locker room. For the Trojans, a total of 95 yards, 75 through the air, 20 on the ground. 4 penalties for 40 yards. Rams on top, 33-12. Loyola will be here next week as we will have the Manhattan Tigers in the house. We'll have 2 football games next week as I will be at Missoula County Public Stadium on Thursday night. That will be the Helena Bengals taking on the Big Sky Eagles. 7 o'clock from Missoula County Public Stadium. So a Thursday night game No soccer coverage this week for high school soccer. We'll see if we can dig up a game to maybe get out to later on this week and get some high school soccer coverage as well. So they put 2:25 on the clock. We'll go ahead and step aside. You're listening to Loyola Rams football on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Warning! Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Large Pond.
Half price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.fivevalleyAutosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Start of the third quarter, the Trojans get the ball. Now they did return a kick in the first half off the kickoff. They've got the Loyola cheerleaders out, firing up the crowd. A deep student section tonight down below us. Clayton Ogilvie with the ball on the tee. He's ready to kick. The clock at 12 minutes. Trojans back to receive. The whistle. Ogilvie on the approach. The ball is underfoot. And this is a deep kick all the way to the 15. Run up the middle. Good blocks and taken down at about the 34-yard line.
About a 24-yard return. Ball's going to be placed.
We'll wait for the official.
At the Whitehall.
They put it at the Whitehall 33.
First and 10, Whitehall.
First and 10 Trojans to start the second half. Ball on the near hash mark. Trojans marching right to left. That would be east to west, wearing white jerseys with white numbers and a little purple piping around. Here's the snap to Hariff. He'll roll out to the far side. He's got receivers underneath, one over the top. He'll throw to the underneath receiver, and Nick Mitzel is there with a hand to poke the ball away before it is caught. And that'll be an incomplete pass.
Petrie and on the
Petrie is out there. Looked like Nick Mitzel.
Bring up second down.
Nitzel playing corner on the near side. Petrie is the safety over the top. Petrie and Ben the safeties. Iverson and Mitzel the safeties. The corners. Trips receivers to the far side. Here's the snap. Handoff. This is to Evan Wagner. Wagner will get upfield, and he's going to have close to first down yardage. He'll pick up 8.
Solid run on the left side by the junior Evan Walker. Gain of about 8 on the play. Ball's going to be placed at the 42-yard line.
Third down and 2. 11:08 left in the third quarter. 33-12 Rams. This time it'll be Hariff to hold on to it. He's met in the backfield and stood up. It'll be a 2-yard loss for the quarterback.
Sessoms catches the runner in the backfield. No gain on the play.
Fourth down
Brings up 4th down.
and 4. Ball about placed in the middle of the field between the 40 and the 41 of the Trojans. Trojans will rotate heavy. And it's actually 4th down, so the punt will come. Mitzel back at the 27. Good punt off the side of the foot. Mitzel calls everybody off. It bounces at the 35 for the Trojans and will die out at the 24 of Loyola. So with 10-12 left,
The punt ball gets placed at the 23-yard line of Loyola.
in the third quarter, the Rams get the ball for the first time in the second half, leading 33-12. Ball in the middle of the field. Deuce receivers to either side. Iverson in the backfield. Here's the handoff to Iverson. He'll get up the gut and picks up about 7 yards.
Iverson, the ball carrier, strong north.
And Iverson has been chugging away on the ground and eating up yards. Third down or second down and 3, and we get whistles and a flag flies as the ball is snapped. And we're going to have a false start on the far side, and the Rams will back up. Let's check the flag.
Illegal substitution.
No, an illegal substitution. 5-yard penalty results in a first down for the Rams. So Loyola catching the Trojans on a rotation. Here's the snap to Mitzel. He'll turn, hands it off to Iverson. Iverson with a good block, gets upfield. He's across the 45 and is taken down at the 47. That'll be a 12-yard gain for Iverson, and he is chugging away, chewing up yards. Right back at it, the Rams are. Here's a low snap. Mitzel's going to hold on to it. He's going to run upfield. They're going to say that is the first down, and Mitzel as close to another first down as the quarterback will pick up 9 yards.
Picks up about 9 yards. Ball's going to be placed at the 44-yard line.
Ball at the 44-yard line of Whitehall. 9:15 left in the third. Far hash mark. Trips receiver to the near side. Pratt at the top by himself in the formation now. As I dig for my numbers, as they'll throw to Cantino on the near side. Cantino picks up the block, comes across the 40, cuts back in, and is taken down at the 35-yard line. Cantino is going to pick up 8 yards.
In the flats to Cantino.
And a first down.
Cantino picks up enough yardage for another first down. Loyola.
But in the lineup, it's Alex Sturgis. He'll be part of the trip set to the top. Ball on the near hash mark. It's Cantino to the near side. Here's the snap. Mitzel turns, hands it off to Iverson. He's got a truck to run through. Gets up the field, the 15, the 10, and he's slammed down at the 6-yard line. Iverson
running north and south, breaks free, finds his way down inside.
Picks up 28 yards.
At 11-yard line. First and 10, Loyola.
And the Rams are knocking on the door. Inside the green zone. Credit Rajim Seabrook. Here's Iverson with the handoff, and he'll be met in the backfield and wrestled down. 1-yard loss is what they're going to call it.
One of the big front linemen for Whitehall.
And I apologize, folks. I cannot see the white numbers.
Placed at about the 7-yard line. Second goal, Loyola.
Second and goal. Ball at about the 9-yard line. Far hash mark. Trips receivers to the near side. And the handoff to Iverson. He'll churn ahead, and he's across the 5. Looks like about the 4-yard line, so he'll pick up 5 yards.
Iverson north and south. Gets the ball inside the
7:24, third quarter. Rams on the move as they're inside the 5. Deuces to either side. It's Contino and Sturgis to the near side. Iverson in the left hip pocket of Mitzel. They'll hand off to to Iverson, and he's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage.
Iverson again off the left guard met there by the defensive line. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
4th and goal, and Coach Hughes will go for it here. Or is he going to bring off? And actually a timeout is called on the field. So the Rams with a 4th and goal from the 4 call a timeout. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses, don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
Welcome back to MPSN. Timeout on the field. Loyola, 1st and goal from the 4. They are lined up. The Trojans still discussing it in their huddle in front of their bench at the 20-yard line of the Rams. Rams marching left to right. Rams are going to go for it on 4th down. Ball at the 4. Far hash mark. 6:36 left. Here's Mitzel. He'll roll out to the near side. He's got a receiver in the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete as Contino and the DB came up with it together, and it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Broken up in the end zone. Ball's going to turn over on possession on downs.
And so the Trojans
from their own 4-yard line, it's going to be 1st and 10.
We'll have it from their own 4. First and 10. Ball on the far hash mark. Deuces to either side. Here's the snap. Handoff to the back. Puts his shoulders down, churns his legs, and picks up a good hefty 3 yards.
Wagner off the left tackle.
Wagner with the run.
On the play. Ball's placed right at the 6-yard line. 2nd down.
So 2nd down. The snap, throw out to the near side. It's Wilkinson, and he'll have close to 1st down yardage.
Coverage in the stop by Cormac Ben. Enough yardage for a 1st down. Whitehall.
So 1st and 10 for Whitehall. First down of the 2nd half. Handoff to Wagner. He'll dance around, gets ahead, and picks up a strong 6 yards.
Ben in on the stop.
5:30
Wagner,
left in the 3rd. Rams lead 33-12. Ball on the near hash mark at about the 30-yard line, or the 20-yard line. This time it'll be taken by the quarterback, and he'll churn ahead. The ball is loose. Contino comes out with it, and they're going to say the ball is whistled dead. And they'll give him the 1st down yardage for Harif. Chains moved. Clock is stopped. 5:06. Here's the snap now. Harif with the throw, and it's over. Iverson had a bead on it.
Pass goes long. Iverson in on the coverage.
But Iverson I think playing on the man, didn't see the ball coming in. The receiver had to elevate to get to it. 5:01, clock stopped here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. Harif runs in from the sideline. And the Trojans break their huddle. Deuces to either side. Wagner in the right hip pocket of Harif. Cantino standing up for the rush. He'll come inside. Harif will roll out to the far side. He's got a receiver open, and the DB falls down. It's down the far sideline. Caught at the 5. He's at the 10 now. Touchdown, Trojans. And I did not see a number on that young man.
Harif with a nice pass. Sideline run. I apologize, didn't pick up the number.
75-yard catch and run.
Touchdown, Whitehall.
I'm sorry? Okay. And the Trojans crawl a little closer. And they'll set up for the 2-point conversion. 33-18. 2-point conversion will be stopped.
And the 2-point conversion.
And it stays 33-18. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Whitehall Trojans 18 fighting.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Chris Stratton Show is Missoula's resource for local high school sports. Get fresh takes like...
But this year shows a lot of difference. We're all working together. We're having fun. We're competing. No injuries, and I think we're just there.
Get the rest of the show by downloading the podcast on iTunes or at www.thechrisstrattonshow.com.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Rollin Field. Loyola Rams, the Whitehall Trojans. Trojans get the first points of the second half off a 75-yard reception down the far sideline. 2-point conversion, no good. 33-18. 4:49 left in the third. The Rams get the ball back. Jameis Dubose with the kick. It'll bounce at the 25. Cantino will juggle it at the far hash mark. He'll cut back up the far sideline, has some room to run, spins, and is taken down at the 29-yard line.
Cantino with about a 15-yard return. Ball's going to be placed right there.
So the Rams will have the ball for the second time in the second half. 4:37 left in the third. The Rams would march the ball down the field in their last possession, 8 plays. They would take nearly 4 minutes off the clock and would turn over the ball at the 4-yard line. They'll have it at the 30, far hash mark, moving left to right. Deuces to the short side of the field. Pratt is all by himself to the near side. Iverson in the right hip pocket. Mitzel looks out to Pratt, now surveys the back. Here's the snap to Mitzel. Mitzel will run, looks to pitch. He's going to pull it down, runs into 3 Trojan defensive linemen. It's a 1-yard gain for Mitzel.
4 of the Trojans right at the line of scrimmage. Short gain on the play brings up second down.
Second down and 9. Ball at the far hash mark, 31. Rams will go trips with Cantino at the top, then Sturgis and Bent. Pratt is by himself to the bottom. Iverson the back. Mitzel now with the snap. Stands back. He's going to run off tackle. Mitzel ducks his head down, drags a defender forward, He'll pick up
The keeper
8 yards, 7 yards.
About 7 yards. The ball's going to be placed right around the 38-yard line of Loyola.
And it'll be
32.
3rd down and 2 for the Rams. 3:41 left in the third. Rams lead 33-18. Ball on the near hash mark at the Loyola 38-yard line. Trips bunched to the top. Pratt by himself to the bottom. Here's the snap to Mitzel. Mitzel will go ahead and run it, puts his shoulder down, and Mitzel will not get the first down. He'll only pick up a yard.
Field by the defender. Short gain on the play. We're going to push the ball out.
4th down and 1 at the 39-yard line, and they'll bring Feely in for the punt.
Feely comes in punt formation.
3 minutes left in the third. Trojans will back up the kicker now, or the punt returner. Feely with a good end over end, caught at the 26, runs into his own man, and finally taken down at the 33-yard line.
Return, we got a little bit of laundry back by the kicker.
And there are flags on the field back by the kicker. So let's see what the laundry tells us. The Rams are walking back to where the original line of scrimmage was. The Trojans are walking the opposite direction.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker.
So the Rams will get a roughing the kicker call.
After the assigned penalty and the prescribed yardage, the ball gets
And it will bring up a first down.
First and 10, Loyola.
And Loyola will continue their offense.
You're good. Ball's ready.
Trips to the top, bunched. Ball in the middle of the field at the 46-yard line of the Trojans. Wide receiver screen to Contino, and he'll be run over by linebackers. It's a 3-yard loss for Contino.
Mitchell's pass completed to Catino. Nice open field hit by Whitehall. Loss of 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Trips receivers to the near side. And timeout is called. Miscommunication on the formation as Coach Ben, the new offensive coordinator, will step out and have some words to his wide receivers. We'll step aside for 30 seconds on the timeout. You're listening to Ram Football on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. With 2:05 left in the third quarter, the Rams burn their second timeout, so they're down to 1. Loyola leading 33-18 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Rams will have a bunch trips formation to the near side. Cantino alone at the top. Before it was Sturgis alone at the top, so a formation change.
Mr. Pace, I think you're still hot.
Iverson is the back in the left hip pocket of Mitzel. Rams going left to right. Here's the snap. Mitzel steps back. He's got pressure. Hit as he throws downfield. Cantino with the catch at the 19-yard line. They're going to say incomplete.
Intended for Catino falls incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Third down. There is a flag at the 50-yard line. So a face mask against the Trojans.
Foul face mask called against Whitehall. As they march out the prescribed penalty yardage, the ball's going to be placed at the Whitehall 34-yard line.
First and 10 for the Rams now at the 34-yard line of the Trojans. Trips receivers to the near side, ball placed in the middle of the field. Cantino, the lone receiver, to the top. Here's the snap. Handoff to Iverson, and he'll bowl his way ahead to pick up 6 yards.
Iverson, the ball carrier, strong north-south run, monster stick by the
1:42 left in the third quarter. Rams on the march. Second down and a long 4. They stay with trips. Bunch to the near side. Here's Mitchell with the snap. He'll turn, hands it off to Iverson. Iverson, 2 hands on the ball, gets ahead and maybe a yard.
Tackle near first down yardage. We'll see where they mark the ball. Mark it just short.
Just short of the first down, so it'll be third down and 1 for the Rams. 1:10 left in the third. Ball on the near hash mark. Here's Mitchell with the snap. He'll turn. Iverson gets it. Untouched. Out to the 20. Outside the 10, the 5. The touchdown. Nolan Iverson. And he'll grab a hold of his knee as he goes across the end zone, but is walking clean. Iverson with a 26-yard run for the touchdown.
We're inside the 10-yard line.
And they're going to set up.
My apologies. Touchdown, Loyola.
50 seconds, 5-0 left on the clock here in the third quarter. Ogilvy is out for the PAT. Ogilvy's kick is good. Rams rolling ahead 40-18. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hey, are you going to try that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
No way. They don't care what we eat. They serve pizza and bagels, and the owners are in New York City.
What? New York City? That really tans my hide.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
Milk Crate Media 406 will be the home to a new group of local podcasts to highlight our great state of Montana and the people within it. Starting with a local show to promote Missoula sports athletes. Next, a podcast that will take a look at worldviews. Then a show that will entertain you while informing you about Montana's great outdoors. And finally, a podcast that will take a look at the people and places that make Montana great. Stop by mcratemedia.com to see the full line of new podcasts.
Welcome back to MPSN as the Rams lead 40-18 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. 50.3 seconds left on the clock. Ogilvy with the ball teed up here in the third quarter. Ogilvy with the approach. It's underfoot, and this is an end-over-end kick that's caught at the 20-yard line on the near hash mark. It'll be run up the gut to the outside, breaking free, gets out of a tackle at the 50, still on his feet and taken down at the 46-yard line of the Rams, and the Trojans are in Ram territory with 37 seconds left in the third.
About the 46-yard line of the Fighting Rams, where it'll be first and 10 Trojans.
First and 10 Trojans from the 46-yard line of the Rams. Ball on the far hash mark. Deuces to either side. Right hip pocket is the back in Wagner. The snap. Harriff will stand back. He's got one over the middle. Hit as he throws, and Ben has the interception at the 20-yard line. Cormac Ben will reel in The third interception of the night.
Ball's going to be placed at the Loyola.
And with 30 seconds left here in the third quarter, the Rams get the ball back at their own 20-yard line. So the Rams will jump out very quickly and get set. And they're switching the football out from the Trojan football to the Ram football. Ball in the middle of the field at the 20. Deuce receivers to either side. Iverson is the back. Mitchell calls for it, turns, hands it off to Iverson. He'll be grabbed from behind, shakes out of it, stumbles forward, and picks up 5 yards.
Iverson with a strong second and third level effort picks up 5 on the play. Ball's right at the 25-yard line.
Brings it up to the 25-yard line. And we've got 10 seconds. I'm not quite sure if Coach Hughes is going to let this roll out as it's 5 seconds on the clock now. Deuce receivers bunched to the near side. 2 seconds. The ball is snapped. And Ben will drop the pass on the wide receiver screen, and that will end the third quarter. Rams lead 40-18 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back with the final frame right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Construction is tough work. Lonebro is an energy services company with more than 900 employees. Lonebro's third largest expense was health insurance.
Payne West partnered with Lonebro to create a health and wellness program. Lonebro built an in-house gym, and together we developed a biometric screening program.
Since initiating our program, our employees are happier, healthier, and more productive, and our costs are lower.
Payne West Insurance, a partner in the health of your business.
Welcome back to MPSN. Start of the fourth quarter. Rams lead 40-18 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Rams will now move right to left, east to west. Ball at the 25-yard line, 3rd down and 5. Far hash mark. Deuce receivers, now trips, Sturgis, Ben, and Cantino. Sturgis to the inside, Ben the middle, and Cantino to the outside. Iverson in the left hip pocket. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell will run it. He'll have it under his shoulder. He's going to back up and pick up 3 yards on the run.
Mitchell with the option on the left side. Picks up a hard-earned 2 yards. Going to place the ball out around the 20.
That'll bring up 4th down and 2, and Feely will come in for the punt. And trying to run guys on and off the field. Blake Danielson will come in and long snap to Feely. 11:18 as the clock ticks away. Here's the snap. It's low. Feely off the foot. It's high. Comes down at the 45 and gets a Ram bounce 40. And it'll die out at the 37-yard line.
With a nice boot, pushes the ball down into Whitehall territory about the 37-yard line. No return from the 37, 1st and 10, Whitehall.
So Whitehall with their third possession of the second half. How you doing, sir? Good to see you, too. So the Trojans will come out with the ball on the far hash mark at the 37. Split back formation. Heavy set. Rams look to rush, and they will. Harif will pull it down. He's going to run ahead, and Harif will pick up 6. So the Trojans putting the ball in their freshman quarterback's hands. And by all acclaims tonight, he does not look like a freshman quarterback. Here's the snap. This time it's handed off to Wagner. He'll get upfield and close to first down yardage as he runs into the second level and is about a football short. 4-yard run.
First down yardage. Just short. Ball placed at the 46-yard line. It's third down.
Third down. Third and short. Heavy formation. Harif under center. Wagner off the tackle. Wagner cannot get to the line to gain, and it's going to be fourth and short. No gain.
By the Rams. Right side of the defense, led there by Feely. Not enough.
And the Trojans are going to go ahead and go for it. Why not? Fourth and about 1.5 yards. Rams heavy at the line. Harif is going to run it off the edge, gets to the first down marker, and it looks like it'll be enough for the first down.
Wagner's ball carrier.
And that's what the line judge is saying on the far side of the field. Move the chains, and the 1-yard gain picked up for the first down. 9:42 left in the game. Trojans trying to make a march down the field to cut away at this Ram lead. They'll go deuce receivers to both sides. Wagner the back in the right hip pocket. Harif will step back, 3 steps, gets the rush. He's got a receiver over the shoulder and just through the arms of his intended receiver on the far side.
Harris pass, just a little long, falls incomplete. That'll bring up second down.
And we'll have 2nd and 10. 9:19 as the clock is stopped here in the fourth quarter. Trojans going for it on 4th down and picking up the first down. Now they face 2nd and 10. Ball in the middle of the field. Deuce receivers to either side. High snap to Harif. He's got some time. Now he's in his face, and we've got the first sack of the game.
Harif under pressure.
Number 55, dragging Heron down.
Way back at
That's Isaac Sessoms.
in the Whitehall territory.
And that's going to be a loss of 7 on the sack.
Bring up third down.
3rd and long. Trojans break the huddle. Pass is incomplete. No laundry on the field as the receiver was looking for a flag.
Coverage area was.
And we'll have 4th down. And they'll bring in the punter. Looks like number 51 punting for the Trojans, and the program has the Trojan numbers and names very small. That's Tucker Miller. Mitzel waves everybody off and lets it roll. It'll roll for the Trojans and dies at the 22.
A nice boot, gets a good roll. They're going to spot the ball down just past the Rams' 20-yard line.
So 8:26 left in the game. The Rams will have the ball at their own 22-yard line. Moving right to left, east to west, if you will. Deuce receivers to either side. Iverson, a left hip or right hip pocket. Mitzel will come to the near side to Ben. Ben's got some room to run. He'll break a tackle. Ben across the 50, and he's struck down at the 44-yard line. Cormac Ben with a huge catch and run.
Ben with great second effort. Finally drug down at the 44-yard line of Whitehall. Timeout, Whitehall.
And timeout on the field for Whitehall. And we'll keep it right here. Cormac Ben with a big catch and run. And he's been a great addition to 23 yards on the catch and run for Ben. And that would be the new offensive coordinator's son. New offensive coordinator for the Rams, Jim Ben. Was finally able to introduce myself to him tonight before the game. A little bit busy the first 2 games, and over in Bozeman, I wanted to make sure everything was all nice and clean, so I didn't introduce myself then. And then last week, it was kind of a tight setup, so I wasn't able to come down on the field. And before each game, I like to come out and talk to the coaches on both sides, talk to players. So the Rams with the ball at the 44-yard line. Ball on the near hash mark, trips receivers to the top. Cantino to the bottom. Mitchell looks Cantino's way. He'll roll out that way. Pulls the ball down. He'll run upfield. Gets some blocks. He's across the 40. And he's taken down at about the 36-yard line. It'll be an 8-yard gain for the quarterback.
The field picks up about 7 yards on the play. Ball's going to be placed at the 36-yard line of Loyola.
7:53 left in the game. Pistol formation. Iverson is the back in the left hip pocket. Here's the snap. Hand off to Iverson. Iverson with 2 hands on the ball, leans forward. He'll get the first down and some as he picks out 5 yards.
Picks up enough yardage for another first down, Loyola.
Clock ticking away at 7:38 now. Ball on the near hash mark at the 32 of the Trojans. Rams looking to bounce back after a tough loss to Fairfield last week, and a big one coming up next week in Manhattan. Here's the snap. The handoff to Iverson. He'll run off tackle, churns his legs, and picks up a tough 3, maybe 4 yards.
Gets the ball down to the 29-yard line of Whitehall. It'll be second down.
Second down and 7. Down to 7 minutes left in the game. Rams looking to just churn this clock. Deuce receivers to either side. Cantino and Ben to the near side. Mitchell will pull it down. He's got a block behind Haffey. Gets ahead, and he's drugged down from behind right at the first down marker.
With the keeper. Advances the ball down to the 22-yard line of Loyola. That's enough yardage.
And it is a first down.
Loyola.
So Loyola will move the sticks, keeping the clock going. Well, it does stop when they move the sticks, but it moves at 6:30. Update from Missoula County Public Stadium. The Hellgate Knights get the win, 35-21 over Big Sky. Here's Iverson. He'll be hit at the handoff. It's a 2-yard loss.
Iverson met in the backfield by the Whitehall front line.
The first time the Hellgate Knights have been 2-0 to start the season since 1995, folks. And that was the year that Big Sky and Hellgate played for the Class AA state title. Here's the snap. Mitchell will throw it out to Ben. Ben will get out of the tackle. Churns his legs upfield, and Cormac Ben will get back the lost yardage on the run, plus 3. So a 4-yard catch and run for Cormac Ben.
Yard line. It's going to be third down.
Brings up third down. 5:23 as the clock ticks away. Ball on the far hash mark at the 20-yard line. Here's the snap. Mitchell looks to the near side. He's got a wide receiver screen. It's actually a running back screen with Iverson. Iverson will run into Cantino and comes down at the 10-yard line. It'll be enough for a first down.
Iverson on the little bubble screen. Gets the ball down to the 10-yard line of Whitehall.
First down, Rams.
First down.
Clock down to 5:02 now. Ball on the near hash mark. Placed right at the 10-yard line. This drive started at the 22-yard line of the Rams with 8:26 on the clock. We're at 4:45. Trips receivers to the top. Cantino, lone receiver to the bottom. Iverson in the left hip pocket. Here's the snap to Mitzel. He'll look to the far side. He's got one underneath. He's got one over the top. He'll go to the end zone, and Feely not able to hold on to it. Incomplete pass. Clock stops at 4:26.
Mitchell's pass falls incomplete. Pass was intended for Alex Sturgis.
Second down and goal from the 10. Here's the snap to Mitzel. He'll hand it off to Iverson. Iverson drugged down from behind, but he'll get forward. Did have his knee down, and he'll pick up 1 yard.
Picks up a yard on the play. Ball's going to be put at the 9-yard line. Brings up the third down.
Clock will roll at 4:12. (40-18) Rams on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Ball on the near hash mark. It is 3rd and goal from the 9. Deuces to either side as Contino and Ben to the near side. Ben is the slot. They'll hand it off to Iverson. Iverson loads his shoulder, and he's in the end zone. Rams touchdown.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Loyola.
9-yard run by Iverson. And the Rams
have a wounded Trojan on the field.
And we've got a white jersey in the end zone, which will be attended to. We've got Missoula Bone and Joint here. Missoula Bone and Joint out with our athletes, our young athletes at the high school level, all sports. Doesn't matter if it's cross country, golf. We've got a representative from Missoula Bone and Joint, and then also the U of M athletic training staff also in, as well as they have the young man up off the ground, and he's going to limp back to the sideline. Iverson's 5th rushing touchdown of the game. So the Rams will set up for the PAT.
Ogilvy out for the point after attempt. Mitzel will hold.
We set for the PAT. Here's the snap to Mitzel. Good hold. Ogilvy splits the uprights, and the Rams are up. They're going to say false start.
Got a false start on the offense.
So the offense will have a false start. Ball will be backed up, and we'll re-kick it.
They'll step off 5 yards. Ogilvy will have a second attempt.
And Ogilvy will try again. Here's the snap. It's low, and Ogilvy will have it through the uprights.
Ogilvy's kick is up.
Ogilvy's kick is good.
3:46 left to play.
And the Rams now lead 47-18. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop into 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. 3:46 left in the game. Ogilvy with the ball teed up at the 40. He's going to kick it right to left to the Trojans. Rams with a march down the field for the touchdown, 47-18. Here's the kick, end over end, lands at the 25, picked up at the 20 at the far side, runs to the middle of the field, breaks out of a tackle, has some room to run. He's going to have to be chased down. It's Bridger Danielson coming up, and Mitchell. No, he's going to be tackled at the 25-yard line. A huge return for the Trojans.
7-yard return this time for the Whitehall Trojans.
And the Trojans will have the ball at the Rams 25. And a Ram on the ground. All I can see is a 5. 5-0, I think, is the number on that Ram. .330 left in the game.
Colby Solomon finds his way off.
Ball will be at the Ram 24-yard line. Placed on the far hash mark. I believe that was number 5050. Colby Solomon. And he's being attended to. It looks like maybe just a cramp. Trojans will line up on the far hash mark. Harriff will have the throw, and it's picked off by Iverson at the 1-yard line. Iverson back to the 20, and he's taken down at the 24-yard line. And that, folks, should put the nail in the coffin for the Trojans.
Picked off right near the goal line.
And with 3:19 left,
Ball is going to be placed.
they'll place the ball at the 24, so it's about where it was at. It's exactly where it was at. Return to the 24, and Loyola will burn a timeout. Rams with the ball, 3:19 left. We'll step aside. You're listening to Loyola Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Construction is tough work. Lonebro is an energy services company with more than 900 employees. Lonebro's third largest expense was health insurance.
Payne West partnered with Lonebro to create a health and wellness program. Lonebro built an in-house gym, and together we developed the biometric screening program.
Since initiating our program, our employees are happier, healthier, and more productive, and our costs are lower.
Payne West Insurance, a partner in the health of your business.
Welcome back to MPSN as the Rams burn their final timeout. They lead the Trojans 47-18 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. After the interception, the Rams will have the ball, and it is Blake Danielson in now at the quarterback position for the Rams. And this will be Iverson.
Right guard. Picks up about a yard on the play.
Picks up a yard.
It's going to bring up second down.
Second down, but the important thing is the clock is running. And the number 2's in for the Rams with Blake Danielson at the helm. They do have Iverson as the running back, but all number 2's at the wide receiver position. Danielson with the throw out, and he'll throw it behind the intended receiver, number 1, Shane Petrie. And that'll be an incomplete pass. Brings up third down. Clock is stopped at 2:37. Ball on the far hash mark. Iverson will go from the right to the left hip pocket of Danielson. Here's the snap. Hand off to Iverson. Iverson churns his legs and picks up a yard.
Blake Danielson now in at quarterback for Loyola. Iverson, the ball carrier. Brings up 4th down.
4th and a long 7, maybe 8. Clock turning at 2:19. Feely in to punt.
Feely in position to punt.
Receiving the punt returner back to the 41. Feely with a good driving kick, backs up the returner to the 35, and he does a fair catch.
Fair caught right at the 35-yard line of Whitehall. It's going to be 1st and 10.
Whitehall will have 1:52 to do something with the ball. So the Trojans, they're a young squad. They've got, I'm trying to read this here. We'll go ahead and flip on the light now as we get to the end of the game, and maybe I can see what's going on. Six seniors on the squad, as this one will be a run forward by Wagner for 3 yards.
Initial contact by the junior, Shane Petrie. Nice open field tackle.
Clock rolling at 1:34.
The 38-yard line of Whitehall. 2nd down.
Ball stays in the middle of the field. Here's the snap. Thrown over to the middle. Caught at the 40. They'll say forward progress to the 41, and it's a 3-yard gain. With the catch is Mike Wilkinson.
Nice open field tackle by Bridger Danielson.
3rd and a long 6. Clock at 55 seconds. The 5 Valley Auto Sales clock rolling. All second teamers, and Blake Danielson will jump over the line. This should be good for a 1st down on the penalty with the encroachment. It does stop the clock, though, at 43 seconds. Beautiful night here in Missoula. Back to Rollin Field under the lights. Home opener for the Rams, a special one. Seniors recognized at halftime for the cross-country team. Here's Harrop. Down the middle, he's got 2 DBs. The pass is caught down at the 32-yard line. Good for a 22-yard gain.
Harrell's pass goes deep, completed. Iverson in on the coverage for Loyola.
Clock now at 25 seconds. The Trojans run, and a timeout is called with 21.7 on the clock. And that'll be the first timeout the Trojans have used on the half. We'll step aside. You're listening to Loyola Ram football on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by 5 Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, 5 Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. 5 Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN as the Rams are looking to close out against the Trojans. They put 4 seconds back on the clock. It's a total of 25 seconds left in the game. 1st and 10 for the Trojans, down at the 32 of the Rams. Freshman quarterback for the Trojans trying to lead a late game touchdown. He's got a receiver over the middle, caught at the 10, breaks out of a tackle, touchdown Trojans. And that'll be Wilkerson. I was able to catch the number, and that'll be a 32-yard reception for the touchdown. And the Trojans will cap the game with a touchdown with 18 seconds left. $18 seconds left on the clock.
Whitehall kick up and good.
And the extra point is good. The Trojans tack on 7 to make it 25-47. Listen to Matt Manley, and I didn't say the right thing. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Construction is tough work. Lonebro is an energy services company with more than 900 employees. Lonebro's third largest expense was health insurance.
Payne West partnered with Lonebro to create a health and wellness program. Lonebro built an in-house gym, and together we developed a biometric screening program.
Since initiating our program, our employees are happier, healthier, and more productive, and our costs are lower.
Payne West Insurance, a partner in the health of your business.
Hi, this is Pete Denault inviting you to join T. Nash and Dr. Lloyd Phillips for Worldviews in Perspective, where we'll investigate and cover the world history of all 6 predominant worldviews. Join us right here on Worldviews in Perspective.
Worldviews in Perspective is proudly powered by Milk Crate Media and the Milk Crate Media Podcast Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The Trojans getting points back with the drive, and they're set to kick off now. 18.1 on the clock. The Rams lead, 47-25 over the Trojans. Here's a squibber down the middle of the field, bounces over the up man, and it'll be picked up by Iverson, and he'll be taken down at the 31-yard line. And I would assume with 10 seconds left on the clock, this will be victory formation.
Bridger Palma with about a 3-yard return. Gonna mark the ball
for
31-yard line.
The Rams.
First and 10, Loyola.
Danielson in at the quarterback. Iverson is the back, and Danielson will go under center. Victory formation. And with 8 seconds, the clock will roll. And the Rams will pick up their second win of the season, 47-25 over the Whitehall Trojans, bouncing back after a tough loss to Fairfield. So the Rams, total of 499 yards, 330 on the ground. Loyola would have 7 penalties for 76 yards. Nolan Iverson, 5 touchdowns on the ground. Nick Mitzel, 13 for 25, 169 yards through the air, 15 carries for 111 yards for a total of 280 yards and a touchdown. As I mentioned, Nolan Iverson with 5 touchdowns. He had 30 carries for 205, 1 reception for 8 yards for a total of 213. For the Rams, it would be Basil Cantino. 6 catches for 55 yards and a touchdown through the air. 6 catches for 55 yards. Sorry, these old eyes. Cormac Ben, 4 catches for 54 yards. 3 carries for 14 yards. Pratt with the other receiving touchdown. Parker Pratt, 1 catch for 46 yards. Looking at the Trojans, Harif, 11 for 25, 140 yards through the air, 5 carries for 11 yards for a total of 151 yards, 1 sack and 3 interceptions. The Trojans would have a total of 264 yards, 140 through the air. Running on the ground, it would be Evan Wagner. as he would have 18 carries for 37 yards. Total of 63 yards with 1 catch for 26, a rushing touchdown. Wilkerson would pick up a touchdown through the air. He'd have 1 catch for the touchdown. 4 receptions for 51 yards, or 1 run for 1 yard, I should say, for Wilkerson. 4 for 35 receiving for Tegan Robbins. And that is your post-game stats. The Rams roll ahead over the Whitehall Trojans, 47-25. We'll be back here next Friday night for Manhattan, but before then, we'll have a Thursday night game. It's Helena versus Big Sky. Big Sky looking for their first win, or their second win of the season, as they fell to Hellgate tonight. Hellgate Knights 2-0 for the first time since 1995, my graduating year from Big Sky. Well, it's been a great game. We will talk to you on Thursday night from Big Sky High School, Missoula County Public Stadium. Have a great and safe weekend, folks.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports. MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness. Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.